All right, I am live. Welcome back to another edition of the All Sports Matters podcast. Welcome, everybody. My name is Amir Sharaz, and I am here solo this week. Yeah, I'm here solo doing what I think I know how to do. Uh, hey, audience participation is a must. I need the people out there to please. And I'm sharing here on Facebook. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. Uh, welcome to another edition of All Sports Man. It's been a crazy week of sports. My brothers are on the road this week, handling business. They're handling business. It was either me do it alone or eh, we'll just have to wait till next week. And no, sports do not wait till next week. Uh, hey, we know who won't be playing next week, and that's the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Right? That's crazy. Is there a problem when it comes to the playoffs? Uh, top seeds, the two top seeds, the ones that get buys, are not in. Is that an issue? Uh, is it? Ain't it? Help me out there. I'm asking all you guys out there in Facebook and YouTube land to please chime in. Uh, welcome. This is another week of the All Sports Matters podcast. Let's talk about some baseball. We're here talking about baseball. This week we saw the Atlanta Braves lose 3 games to 1 to the Philadelphia Phillies. I want to say the Dodgers, but at least the Braves won a game, right? The Dodgers didn't do diddly squat, right? That's crazy to me that did not happen. Uh, all year. I've been hearing from the Braves fan. This is the Braves year. 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 MVP Acuna, MVP Olsen, and heck, even the catcher got some praises from you, Atlanta Braves fans. Talk to me about what went wrong. I'm not understanding uh, the issue, right? So it's like, yeah, what is going on? I'm tagging everybody right now because I want people to come on the show and let me know where did the Braves go wrong. Where did the Braves go wrong? Talk to me, tell me. Uh, so all sports do matter. I am tagging everybody I can. I'm telling you right now because I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm a baseball guy, right? Texas is excited right now. Texas is excited about some baseball. Main reason is because the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros will be playing starting Sunday night, tomorrow night. Tell me where Houston, 7 years in a row, man. Like, have we had enough of the Houston Nationals? Like, I'm tired of the Houston Nationals, right? I'm a Yankees fan, no hiding that. But come on, what is going on? Talk to me. Aren't we all tired of the Astros? Are we all tired about 5'3" Jose Altuve doing what he do? Jordan Alvarez had a great series and division series. Bregman, Verlander traded back, and he's obviously going to get the ball game 1 tomorrow night. Are we all tired of the Houston Nationals? 7 years in a row. What are we missing when it comes to the Houston Nationals? And can they be beat? Can we be beat? Can anybody beat them? Texas Rangers are on the road right now. They're the hottest hitting team outside of the Philadelphia Phillies. Yes, I'm sorry, Atlanta fans. I'm gonna bring them up throughout the night. It's a thing. It's a habit. It's not hate if it's facts. Okay, and facts will tell you I'm kind of a big deal. Now, with that being said, Phillies, the Diamondbacks destroying the Los Angeles Dodgers. I bet you I just saw a meme earlier today, and it was like, where are those 60 game seasons? As we all know, the Dodgers won in the bubble that year, as did the Lakers. They're, bubble champions. LA was crowning everywhere, bubble champions. I'm just saying, no bubble anymore. You got to play some baseball. So, who do you got chime in, text me. Audience participation is a must today. I need y'all to chime in, please, because right now all I got is me and Rex. It's just me and Rex, and you know what? Just me and Rex. I don't really know who else is with me. Rangers, Astros, Diamondbacks, Phillies. Who wins? Why? I got Phillies in the Texas Rangers. I think they're hot. I think the Texas Rangers are hot, but I obviously won't bet against the Houston Astros. Since we're talking about Texas sports, another team that crapped the bed this weekend, plays in Arlington, used to play in Irving, but calls themselves the Dallas Cowboys. Are those Dallas Cowboys. I wanted to go with good 49ers or bad Cowboys, but let's just say both, right? Both bad Cowboys, good 49ers. It's been a debate all week. Is Brock Purdy, the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, is he an elite quarterback? Can he quarterback, or is he just a system quarterback? Shannon Sharp went on First Take yesterday and called a man a system quarterback. I don't necessarily agree with that. He does have a nice system. He got weapons around him. We're talking about Deebo Samuel, obviously Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, who is having an incredible year at wide receiver, and that man who got 3 touchdowns last Sunday, George Kittle, just got fined today, by the way, for wearing that Dallas Cowboys t-shirt under his uniform. He got fined about 13 grand for that obscene t-shirt. I loved it. Hey, if I could pay his fine, I would. But I gotta live too, you know. But hey, I was happy. 49ers fans are happy. Not so much the Dallas Cowboys. Now, another tech that took place this past week is CeeDee Lamb, a number one wide receiver. Is that what Dallas is missing, as a number one wide receiver? And are they struggling without Amari Cooper? That's intriguing, right? Is he missing? They got Brandon Cooks, you know, their tight end. They have a tight end that went on the IR, Hendershot. He'll be out at least 4 games. And Tony Pollard hasn't been Tony Pollard as we've seen last season. So are they missing Zeke Elliott? But it all comes down to Dakota Rain Prescott, right? Hey, I'm not making up middle names. I don't have my brothers this week to make up middle names with me, but that's his real name, Dakota Rain. I posted on Facebook before that game even started. If the game comes down to Dak's passing game, if it comes down to him throwing, the game is over. And what did he do? 3 interceptions. They scored 10 points? It's kind of depressing. I would be depressed. I'm already depressed. I'm a Giants fan. I'm already depressed. So I'm not speaking hate. Again, these are facts. Cowboys are in trouble. I'm giving them 5. Hey, I'm giving you 5 minutes of glory. Where my Cowboys fans at? Chime in. Talk to me about your Dallas Cowboys. It doesn't get any better. Monday Night Football. You guys have the LA, the stepbrothers of LA, the Chargers, who's averaging 24 points a game and coming off a bye. So they're getting healthier. I wouldn't say baseball sucks. I understand that, John Marshall. Thank you for chiming in. I understand you guys are heartbroken. I would be heartbroken too if I was a Braves fan. All this hoopla just to lose to your Philadelphia Phillies once again. Before I lose this fact again, it's not hate, it's facts. Back-to-back 100 games seasons to be eliminated by the same team has never happened before until these last 2 years, where the Braves lost to the Phillies back-to-back. But we're trying to focus. We're trying to move on. You know, I'm not trying to focus all this energy on the losing Atlanta Braves, who's did it just a little bit better than the Los Angeles Dodgers. If I was the Dodgers, I wouldn't even show up. That's probably why Jimmy didn't show up this week. Granted, I know what he's doing, but being a Dodgers fan and not winning, one hit by Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. You got 2 caliber all-star MVP caliber players and can't score any runs. It's kind of sad. Going from scoring runs to not scoring points was the Dallas Cowboys getting back to my point. Dakota Rain, obviously, it comes down to him. Everybody is wanting the Cowboys to move on from this quarterback, except Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is the only person in this world who has faith. Or is that what he's saying to save face, and make sure Dak is, not down throughout the week? We'll see. There's a lot of beef going Dakota's way. CeeDee Lamb, like I mentioned, he's actually mad at Dak. They had a conversation, a heated conversation. And can the Cowboys figure it out and still make the playoffs before they go one and done like usual? I don't know. But they did win a playoff game last year, right? Seattle. Geno Smith, one job last year. Either way, that happened. Last week happened. The week before that, since we're on football, we're going to stay on football. We know football is in Europe. They're in London. The Bills, after coming off an ass whooping of the Miami Dolphins, who was crowned the best team in the NFL, right? They were crowned the best team in the NFL by pretty much everybody. The Bills turned around and did what they're capable of doing, beating them by 42 points. So they go to London and lose to the Jaguars. I'm not really understanding as much as I give flack to Josh Allen. Is that Josh Allen's fault that Buffalo is struggling when they struggle? Because he gets the praise when they're good, but should he get the blame when they're bad? It's a legit question. Answer it on the chat. Y'all talk to me again. We are live. I am a one-man show right now, so I won't be on long tonight. I just want to be able to carry the brand forward, let y'all know we ain't forget about y'all. We haven't forgotten about y'all. We know we're here. We know, hey, we're doing this every week regardless. All right? We're doing it because we know we do have some listeners out there. We do have some that chime in on YouTube later on, or they can later on, which watch it live as well. And we're here. Also, Sunday mornings, we have a radio show, y'all. We're on the actual radio, Vibe 95, 11 Eastern, 10 Central. All Sports Matters. We're there too. All right, don't forget about it. Wake up before football and catch our preview show. All right, 11 Eastern, 10 Central, Vibe 95, www.vibe95station.com, or the Parlay Period app, an actual period, Parlay Period app. Look us up. Vibe 95. Heck, you can tell Alexa, tune into Vibe 95, and that'll pop up. Okay, we're moving on to bigger and better things. We are the All Sports Matters podcast / radio group. Thank you for supporting us as we move forward. Last night, we had a kind of a ho-hum kind of game, right? One of those games where you're like, was there a game last night? The Broncos didn't score until the fourth quarter. Russell Wilson didn't throw over 100 yards. But the Chiefs, on the flip side, are not looking like the Super Bowl defending Kansas City Chiefs. What is going on in Kansas City? It's easy to blame Taylor Swift. It's not fair. But Kelce went out there with a bad ankle and still got 152 yards, right? So something is right. But other than Kelce, who is there to help Patrick Mahomes? Kadarius Toney was supposed to be that guy where we saw week one, but he single-handedly, they would have been undefeated if it wasn't for Kadarius Toney week one. The Chiefs need another wide receiver. We're 2 weeks away from the NFL trade deadline. 2 weeks away, the trade deadline. So we'll see if they pick up a wide receiver where they trade for him or not. I'm looking at the scores. There's nothing really much that stood out. There's drama in New England. Is Bill Belichick's time over? Is it time to move on from Bill Belichick if you're the New England Patriots? Robert Kraft, for the first time, the owner of the Patriots, Robert Kraft, mentioned this week that all options are on the table. Mind you, Belichick is also the general manager. So maybe it's time to give up the keys to the franchise. Go younger, go fresher. Maybe the old school method is no longer working in New England. Granted, the players are not complaining outside of Mac Jones, uh, but do they have a quarterback controversy? Does Bailey Zapp, should he be playing? So the problem is Mac Jones. We don't know. Patriots fans, chime in. Tell me what you think. Should they go new coach, new general manager, keep Belichick? I'm not understanding what's going on in New England. Uh, on the flip side, Joey B is back. Joe Burrow, 3 touchdowns, all to Jamar Chase, granted. T. Higgins was out, but Jamar Chase finally has 3 touchdowns, and Joey Burrow with a bad calf looks like he no longer has a bad calf. So are the Cincinnati Bengals back? Are they back in contention for a playoff spot and eventually the division? They're still 2-3, so they got to figure some stuff out. Or was that just bad Arizona? Arizona Cardinals has been everywhere. Josh Dobbs is doing what he can, but it's obviously not enough. They lose James Conner for 4 games. So that's going to be interesting to see how they play. They play forward. Josh Dobbs is keeping them in the game. My boy Flex said it before the season started. Josh Dobbs will keep them in the game. So it's going to be interesting to see can they maintain that competitiveness. Other teams that stood out last week, the Eagles, who are still undefeated. The undefeated, quiet Philadelphia Eagles are still doing work on the NFC side. Are they still the favorites, or is the 49ers? Chime in. Let me know what you guys have. 49ers, Eagles, who would you have to run the show? Hey, they play each other. I believe it on November 3rd or something like that. First week of November, I know they play each other. So we'll see how that plays out. Obviously, whoever wins that game doesn't necessarily make them the NFC champion or the favorite, but that's going to be an interesting game to watch. One of those teams won't be undefeated after that game, definitely. So we'll see how that goes. A team that doesn't look like a competitor, but probably still will be, with the Baltimore Ravens. Big Rob, where you at? The chef, we're missing him this week. I'm missing his analysis of how bad Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens looked last week. Concerning. But they lost to a great Pittsburgh Steelers defense, bad Pittsburgh Steelers offense, but it was enough to close the victory out for the Steelers, who for the last 15 years, regardless of talent on the field, Mike Tomlin has been 500 or better. So is he the best coach in the NFL presently? And yes, I am talking about Belichick, still in the range. McVay, Shanahan. Is it Tomlin? Is Mike Tomlin the best NFL coach that we have? I vote yes. I would vote yes. We'll see how that goes. It's going to be interesting to see. The Rams got Cooper Kupp back, and with that took receptions away from Puka. So we'll see how that goes. Tutu, I know these nicknames the Rams got, that wide receiver room, man. It is crazy. So we'll see how that goes. Answering the question here online. Yeah, Rams this week, I believe, got the Cardinals, so they should be back on the winning side. Good for them, right? This is week 6 of the NFL season. Excuse me, I'm sorry, getting distracted here. My apologies. Let's go down the schedule. Let's get it out the way. Eagles, Jets. Eagles going to miss a couple key pieces on defense. Mentioned them earlier, still undefeated. Eagles, Jets, still expect the Eagles to pull that off. Zach Wilson is still the quarterback in New York. You know, Aaron Rodgers is not making a miraculous comeback quite yet. So we're expecting, I don't see it being completely one-sided, but the Eagles should take that one. Giants and Bills. Buffalo, I believe, will bounce back. Daniel Jones will not be behind center come Sunday. That might be a blessing in disguise. Tyrod Taylor might come out and play hungry and do some things. I still got Buffalo winning that game for those of you curious. London game, Ravens and Titans. Titans have been all over the place, as is the Ravens. So I was hoping to have my brothers so they can debate about it. But we should be able to debate about it Sunday morning on Vibe 95, www.vibe95station.com, or the Parlay Period app as we break down these games Sunday morning before the games. Should be interesting. But this is the London game, so we'll be on while the game is on for the Ravens and Titans. That's pretty much a throw up to me, honestly. There's no telling. Dolphins look to get back on track. They did beat the Giants, but it was still kind of ugly. They lost Devon Achane. That was a blow. That was a blow to me. He was my fantasy running back. That's a blow to the Miami Dolphins. That speed. So Jeff Wilson will not be back this week. So Salvin Ahmed is backup running back for Miami. That's going to be intriguing to see. But I still think they will take care. The Carolina Panthers, that's a team that just struggling up and down, and it's sad that they want to have the first pick of the draft, and they might fall as the first pick of the draft, which that pick will go to Chicago. So Chicago's going to have to make some decisions when the draft comes around. Another person not playing under center this week is Deshaun Watson. I wouldn't either if I knew my team was playing the 49ers. I wouldn't play there, but PJ Walker, XFL MVP. PJ Walker will be behind center this coming Sunday against 49ers. Good luck, sir. You are going to need it. Vikings and Bears, teams that I don't believe should be both season 1-4. But the big blow this week, since we're talking about people missing games, is Justin Jefferson. He will be out at least 4 games with a hamstring injury. That's a blow to a lot of people's teams. Not mine. I don't have them. So. But we never wish injury on anybody on this show. It's just unfortunate. Now, does Kirk Cousins get traded? There's a lot of teams that need a quarterback. This is Kirk Cousins last year. Why not Minnesota Vikings cut sling load, as we used to say back in the military? Just cut ties. Move on for Kirk Cousins. Go for the draft. There's some hot and heavy quarterbacks coming out. So we'll see how that goes. But a lot of games are one-sided. I do believe the game of the week is Monday night. Dallas Cowboys against the LA Chargers. As Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler come back after a bye. They're nursing some injuries, but they seem to be healthy now. So we'll see how that game goes against the Dallas Cowboys, who are just nursing, harboring bad vibes out there. Right, something's going on in Dallas. What is the issue? There is really no telling. We're going to wish them, hey, it should be an intriguing game. It should be a good game. We'll have some fun watching that game. Moving on, UFC made some changes to the card 294, UFC 294 in Abu Dhabi. That card changed a lot. And in 12 days' notice, the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, Alexander Volkanovski, is stepped up to fight one weight class bigger. And he said, you know what? Too easy. I could do this. And yeah, he's going to fight. I'm trying to get all the information for you here. He is going to take over for Oliveira. So it should be intriguing to see how that go. Oliveira out, Volkanovski in. That would be an intriguing matchup on the main event. Let's see what happens there. And then Kamaru Usman stepped in as well. This is going to be the number 1 contenders match. Whoever wins will get a title shot. Usman versus Kimiev. I can't pronounce these Russian names sometimes. Forgive me, not trying to mess it up on purpose. But Usman Chimaev, yes, Chimaev. 1-on-1. Also this weekend, in a weird set of circumstance for fighting Jake Paul or Logan Paul, the other brother, who's not really much of a boxer. Actually does well in the WWE ring, but uh, yeah, let's talk about quick fights there. Uh, he fights Dennis. They got some personal beef going on. The KSI fights the kid that beat Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, this Saturday. So that's going to be intriguing for us. You know what? Let's talk about Saturdays. Let's talk about this Saturday. Obviously, Saturdays is meant for college football. And you know what? I'm going to give you all the love in the world. College football is where it's at on Saturday. The game of the week seems to be 5-0 Oregon versus 5-0 Washington, the Huskies. Two good quarterbacks. Bo Nix will be playing against Michael Penix. Phoenix, I think it's Phoenix. Both are Heisman worthy. Might get some votes. That should be an intriguing matchup. They're playing in Washington, and it's a 2:30 game. So if people got nothing else to do, watch that game. So I like Washington as well. I like Washington this one, but I'm not discounting Oregon. Oregon, Bo Phoenix, they seem like they got their crap together. So another game of the week, I don't know. Really, this is like 1B and 1C. USC against Notre Dame. Notre Dame has been kind of falling off the last couple of games. They just got destroyed by Louisville. Not really destroyed by Louisville, but they lost to Louisville last week. And then Miami, who was 1-0 away from being undefeated. Wow, that is atrocious. How do you not take the knee, run out the clock, ball game, instead of fumble, and Georgia Tech ends up winning the game? I am not understanding what is going on. I am a Notre Dame fan, John Marshall, but even on this one, I don't think they can beat USC. They're hot. USC is, and Caleb Williams. Granted, they struggled last week in double overtime, but I got Caleb Williams pulling this one off, but I'm hoping you're right. I'm hoping you're right. Notre Dame pulls this one off. Another game, like I said, Miami versus North Carolina. North Carolina, it's very quiet. Nobody's really talking about North Carolina. May is been a hell of a quarterback, so he's doing his thing. Even though the stats don't necessarily back it up, 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Well, North Carolina is a worthy challenger. Miami might be coming back pissed off and hungry. That should be an intriguing game. But North Carolina's 5-0. Miami's 4-1. That should be interesting as well. Kentucky, I thought would have gave Georgia more every run last week, but they didn't. No such thing. Georgia did what Georgia do. They are the number 1 team for a reason, right? But what am I looking at? Kentucky plays Missouri. Both teams are 5-1. Missouri actually is a very good team. So that's going to be another intriguing game. And Duke against North Carolina State. Duke loves to run the ball. The quarterback runs the ball. Yeah, that's pretty much all the big time games. The other ones are easy. Georgia, they're going to defeat Vanderbilt. Michigan to defeat Indiana. Ohio State should easily defeat Purdue. So Florida State is the team that's kind of flying under the radar. Not really. I'm not sure how they, get it together. But they're 5-0, sitting at 4th in the AP poll. They play Syracuse. It's a tough 4-2 team. So Florida State versus Syracuse. They play at noon Eastern. That should be fun to watch. Wake up, watch some college football tomorrow. Utah, California, Penn State plays UMass. Yeah, that's an easy one there. But the game of the week again, Oregon versus Washington. Watch it with us. We will discuss that again Sunday morning. The All Sports Matters radio show we will have on www.vibe95station.com or Parlay period app. Type in Parlay, then actually put the period on there when you type it in. Then the app will come up as well as Vibe 95. Heck, you can just tell Alexa, tune in to Vibe 95, please. And then boom. Our show is on Sunday mornings, 11 Eastern, 10 Central. Alabama quietly is still 5-1. They play Arkansas 2-4. I don't see Alabama having any issues there. So that's going to be fun. We'll see. Last week, the game of the week was Oklahoma, Texas. Texas was yapping, and they fell short. Oklahoma did what they have to do, which Oklahoma usually does, and then playoff time, they always go one and done, right? Oklahoma has just been notorious for that. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, they have a bye this week. They probably need it to drain their emotions out. Let me look through my notes. Make sure I didn't miss anything. There's a bunch of injuries in the NFL, which I touched on. Majority of them. One that I missed is Anthony Richardson, AR-15, the stud out of Florida, quarterback, Indianapolis Colts. He's going to be out 4 to 8 weeks, plural, 4 to 8 weeks, with the AC joint. He just fell. The WNBA Finals, it seems like the Las Vegas Aces, again, this is all sports matters. We talk about it all. Las Vegas Aces is 1 game away from securing back-to-back WNBA championships. You know, that's a big deal. If they can secure that, Becky Hammon will further solidify her being one of the greats of coaching. Maybe it's time for her. I would say lady coach, but obviously she could be the first one in line to coach an NBA team. So that's going to be intriguing. Again, I started and I will end with baseball this week. The National League Championship Series starts tomorrow in Philadelphia, no less. It's just crazy to me, right? Here's a fun fact. This is the first time that no team has won more than 90 games in a championship series history. Insane, right? All your 100-win games, Braves, Dodgers, Orioles, done, gone. Blah. They crapped the bet. What happened? No idea. Is it playoffs? Is it the structure of the playoffs that fell short? I want to say yes in one way, but if the Astros are able to do it 7 years in a row, I'm just saying, hey, look, I don't know. I can't make excuses if other teams can do it. Spencer Strider said it. He said, hey, we're professionals. You know, our job is to get ready for whatever series, whenever. And the Braves did not do that. So that is that's insane to me. So it is the Dogs, Bryce Harper, Max Castellano. Kyle Schwarber didn't really do much, but the pitching was there. Wheeler, Nola. They had a two-headed monster that they had for years, for at least a few years, you know, Zach Wheeler. So they shut it down. They shut the Braves down. Acuna, 1 hit, 4 games. That's a problem. That's a problem. I don't think Matt Olson even got on base. That's another MVP-worthy candidate there. The Braves just did not hit. They actually gave him billboard material, Orlando Arcia, saying attaboy Harper. Then wants to fall back and said that wasn't supposed to get out. Hello, if it comes out of your mouth, it's going to get out. That's just how the media and sports is. Deal with it. But that's Sunday night. The Arizona Diamondbacks, I don't think it's enough credit. Corbin Carroll, who hands down will be the National League Rookie of the Year, is playing like he is not a rookie. Holy crap. So can the Diamondbacks stay hot? You know, Diamondbacks with the Philadelphia Phillies. It should be fun. Both teams are energetic. Both teams have hitters on both sides. We'll see how that goes. I think pitching will win out on this one, and the Phillies will take it maybe 5 or 6 games. I'm not discounting the Diamondbacks by no means, but the Phillies will take care of business. Monday, game 1, Houston Astros will host the Texas Rangers. That gives you a big idea of that last weekend if the Rangers crapped the bed. where they didn't win just one more game to secure the division. Astros came in, won the division. They will not be hosting the Texas Rangers. The state of Texas is going to be a great time. Starting Monday. Great time starting Monday. So we'll see how that goes. Who you got? Astros, Rangers, Phillies, Diamondbacks. Ask that question once again. I will say, hey, thank you guys for tuning in. My brothers are out this week. They had personal things come up and work. Obviously work is important. You got to, put food on the table. We're not going to knock that, but hey, we got lives too. But we want to make sure we put something together so you guys can watch later. You can always watch this later on Facebook and YouTube. And then again, join us Sunday morning for the All Sports Matters radio show on Vibe 95 and the Parlay Period. Don't forget that. Join next week. Hopefully we get all the brothers back. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am All Sports Matters. I am your host, Amir Shiraz. Thank you for tuning in. For those of you that tuned in and commented and helped me get through this show by myself. It's not the first time I've done it by myself, and it probably won't be the last, but I still want to talk sports. I think I covered everything. If I didn't, hey, I'll go one-on-one with you on the keyboards after the show, and we'll talk sports. I can talk sports 24/7. Everybody knows me. I can do this 24/7. All right, for my brothers, JB Fleck and the chef, Desmond Robinson, I am Amir Shiraz. Thank you for joining in this week. Hopefully we'll talk to you guys next week on the All Sports Matters podcast.